Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a quick unboxing and first impressions of some photo backdrops from Ink and Elm. I also got some cute macarons from Mac Lab to do as the subject. And I have all of these props right here to be like little extras for the photo, just to add a little something. This one I have had for over a year now, and it's already open because I opened it, of course, when I first got it. But I don't really remember them well, and plus also I never really got to use it because I had planned on doing a video with it and I just never got around to doing it, and then I had to move and so crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up again. Take a look. This is the pattern I got. I think it's 2x2. And it's like this nice wood pattern. It looks like it has like weathered paint. I thought that'd be really nice for some food photography stuff for Flatlays, because I really like using wood colors and like wooden tables that are weathered, like in cafes and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this one. God, it's so pretty. I will admit, like looking up close, it does look like the photo's a little blurry, but I think that'd be fine. I think that might add like a nice effect in the photos. Just something to keep in mind. The pattern is a little bigger than I was expecting it to be from the thumbnail photo on the website, but it should be fine. Yeah. But yeah, these are all 2x2. Oh, okay, it says the name. This one is called Cross Hatched. And it's 2x2 and has the Ink and Elm backdrops written on it. They do make other backdrops and stuff in various sizes and finishes and stuff, but I don't need anything like that. I just needed the smallest one to do like flat lays. Okay, so this one I actually haven't opened yet. This is the one from my parents. I found out about Ink and Elm from watching another YouTube video of someone's first impressions and stuff. I might end up just doing this off camera and just jumping forward, because this is not easy to take off. See, this is why I never open things actually on camera. Whenever I do unboxing videos, I always open them first, just because it's a real struggle to open stuff sometimes, and I just don't want to struggle on video for hours, or not hours, but for way too long. So just like I said, I had to go off camera and get my husband to open it because I just could not get it open, and a video of me struggling with a tube for hours is just not entertaining. So I had to go get my husband to open it. So let's go ahead and look inside. After the little cap comes off, they're quite easy to get out. This is it's a little thank you thing. It's 10% off my next purchase. Well, this probably expires. This is a very old thing. Anyway, this is marble. Nice marble backdrop. I actually own like a slab of marble that I use all the time. And like it gets to the point where it's like, you know, it's obvious that it's the same one, I feel like. So I really wanted to get a marble one because I knew I would use it a lot. Also, a marble slab is very heavy, or at least irritatingly heavy to lug around my apartment and to move around. This would be worlds easier. So if this ends up looking really good, like in photos, this would be a game changer for me. But once again, it says on the bottom the name, which is Smooth Marble, and 2x2, and it has their website, inkandelm.com, and of course I'm going to have them linked in the description part below this video. So that's just a quick unboxing and the very, very, very first impressions, just looking at them. Then like a few of my thoughts. So now I'm going to go on to actually taking photos with them. So I just want to keep it simple for the first shot. I put the macarons on this cute little paper doily thing that I got from the craft store. I thought the colors went really nicely with the little fake green leaves on the top of the unicorns. I also wanted to show y'all the marble slab that I do keep around for photos like this normally. So this one has a little less of the marbling detail in it, which I really like that this one has so much, because it's just like a lot of times I can get shots on this and they're like none of it actually shows up. It looks like just a plain white background, and I really don't like that. So here, and here are the ugly feet of my studio lights. I would paint up and show you what studio lights I'm using, but my apartment's not the cleanest right now and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to take this shot with my camera and see how it looks. So for the second shot, I decided to do something that looked more like my desk or a table of some sort. So I have my cat ear headphones here and a little Snorlax notebook here with a pen. And then I moved them to a plate to look a little more natural, because no one eats their food on top of a doily. Though I did leave the doily on the plate just because it did need a little bit of color. So I might add a napkin. I don't know, I'm gonna take a shot and see how it looks without it. So I did decide to try out the napkin real quick just to see how I like it. And I really do like having a little extra pop of color. It looks more normal now. Not having a little paper doily on a plate, that just seems strange. Though I don't think anyone would need a bright yellow napkin for macarons, but you know, whatever. I think it looks pretty. But I did look at the images on the little viewfinder on my camera, and these look surprisingly like the marble slab, actually. I was worried it'd be obvious that it's like not marble, it's like a vinyl, but it's not at all. It looks pretty legit. Pretty excited about this. Maybe I won't have to carry around that marble slab with me everywhere now. So here is the second backdrop. This one was a little more curled up than the first one, because I guess because of it's been in the tube for so long. So I had to put the little marble slab on the end and a power bank and a notebook to flatten it out some. I'm not gonna have them in the shot, of course. I decided to keep it simple with this one as well. Just a nice little white plate with little macarons on them. With the first one, with the marble, I thought it was just too much white in the shot, so I'm definitely going to... So I think it really works with this one better. I really like it. I have a little off-center, just like I said in the beginning, that I probably would, just because of I don't like the straight-on design in the center with the round plate. I don't know, I just don't think it looks right. So whenever I'm doing flat lays, I try not to make everything just too symmetrical, because the slides, a little bit of it being off is just too obvious. And so if you have it just a little off where it looks intentional, not accidental, I think it looks a lot better and adds a lot more visual interest to something. So that's why most of my flat lays are not dead center. Nothing is all symmetrical, because honestly, it is nearly impossible to do that by eye. So for the second shot with this backdrop, I wanted to play up texture a little bit, just because of I am worried that the backdrop is going to look strange in photos because it is vinyl and not actually wood. So I'm worried that might come up in the shot and look a little off. So I thought maybe if I added something with a little other texture, it would add a little more visual interest without adding too much color. I don't like that either. So in the second shot for this backdrop, I added this cheesecloth to add a little more texture to the shot, just to add some visual interest without adding too much color, because I think a little too much color can just be a little much. But texture looks nice. Even though this is white, it will add a little something. I am also worried about how the texture is going to come up in the shot of this backdrop, just because of it's supposed to look like wood, but it's not. It's actually vinyl. So I am a little worried it might look strange in the end product photo, but I am excited to see, because I do carry around a lot of wooden boards for shots like this, and it'd be nice to get rid of all of them and just be able to use these little rolls instead. So I've looked through all the photos, and some of them turned out really good. And so I'm going to just talk through my favorite shots and how I think they turned out and how good I think the backdrops were for them. Now I'm going to start off with the first backdrop, which is this one here. This is my favorite shot from this one. I think it turned out perfect. It's nice and airy. The placement of the macarons I think are perfect. The little pop of color from the paper doily I think is just beautiful, and it goes nicely with the tone and shade of everything of the backdrop. My main concern for both these backdrops were the texture coming out. I thought it'd be too obvious they were vinyl and not what they were trying to appear to be, and this one's trying to be marble, and I think it does a pretty good job of looking like marble. And I think it's amazing. I think this is going to replace the marble slab that I've been carrying around my apartment whenever I want to take a shot. So I'm happy about that. And then the second one here is a bit of a disappointment. Most of my Flatlay shots on Instagram are kind of simple and minimalist and maybe have only like 1 or 2 things in them, and so they're pretty zoomed in. And this backdrop is not good for zooming in because, as you can plainly see, it's very obvious that it's vinyl and not wood, and it just looks a little weird, which is exactly what I was worried about with this one. As you can tell, the Photoshopping looks a little strange. That's because I was trying everything I could think of to try and make it look a little more realistic, from just changing like the lighting or something, or the contrast or something like that, just to try and bring out some of the colors that would make it look a little more real. Because in the initial photo, the texture was too obvious in the dark areas of the pattern, like in between the pretend planks of wood. So I thought maybe if I darkened those up some, it might look a little more real, but it didn't really turn out quite right, as you can see. So I'm a little disappointed with this one. However, I just think it's so pretty, such a beautiful backdrop, that I think I'm gonna probably be taking more shots with this one in mind and have them be a little less minimal and have more props in them so that I can zoom out enough to where it's not as obvious. I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of use out of this one, but I still think it was worth it because it really wasn't that expensive, because both of them were only $14.95. The shipping was like $8, $9 something, so the shipping was a bit high, but it wasn't that bad. They're really good quality backdrops, so I'm not mad about paying that at all, especially for the marble one. The marble one, I'm blown away with how beautiful that picture is. So I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of that one. So that's the end of my video, where I do a quick unboxing, first impressions, and even a few Flatlay tips. If you like this video, please like and comment. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Bye!